Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space, where I take stories from across the internet and read them for your entertainment. This particular story is called Melee Build, written by Dr-Mantis-Tobbogan. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and tertiary sexes, to the 14th Annual Intergalactic Death Shot Tournament, proudly sponsored by Wendakoda. And boy, do we have a showing today. Isn't that right, Clovix? Oh, don't let your mandibles froth over, Jip. You'll want to save some excitement for the game. Well, Clovix, looks like our players are setting up their builds. Right here we have Noob Muncher setting up his character. Yep, they tried and tested build of the current meta, Jip, using drones to provide aerial support and scouting. But it looks like for this game, Muncher is putting some extra points into electronic warfare. Well, they did rework the E-War mechanics last patch, Clovix, and if anyone follows the release notes, it's Muncher. Speaking of patches, looks like up next on the spectator stream we have XSX Womb Smasher 69420XXX. For the folks at home who aren't caught up with the drama, Smasher is a well-known synergy master. What that means is he figures out one synergy and focuses all of his points and equipment into it. There's rumors that he alone is the reason for the E-War patches. And, this time is no different, Chip. Smasher's going to go for a full splash damage build. He's even going for a fractal explosions perk, which most consider to be too expensive to be worth it. Well, as the humans say, never let your memes be dreams. And speaking of humans, Cloxus, up next is our sole human contender. On the spectator stream is jane.swanson.2033@dmail.com. Surely that's got to be a mistake, Chip. Let me take a... Holy shit! She hasn't even set up her gamer tag. She's just going by her email login. Gods, I'm looking at her right now through the window of my booth, Chip. She's over 70 years old by the looks of things. What a boomer. Well, Clovix, let's take a look at her build. It looks like she's putting a lot of her points into strength. I'm assuming she's going for a heavy weapons build. She might surprise us yet, Chip. Most players going for a HW route just get an exoskeleton and get past the stat requirements. The fact that she's saving up her equipment points leads us all sorts of questions as to what else she's spending them on. Questions the bookies are having a field day with. Well, it looks like those questions will have to go unanswered right now, Jip, as spectator stream has just switched over to WebMummy 1, and as usual, this 8-limbed insectoid is going full akimbo, changing her game avatar to match her physical appearance by putting equipment points into prosthetic arms. Well, if one gun's good, 6 guns better, as the humans would say. Chip, please don't say anything that'll make us need another sensitivity training. You're right, Clovex, my bad. And it looks like the pre-game screen is ending, folks. Now, let's see who'll be the first person on the spectator stream. And it's, last year's champion, I_rule. What a way to start the game, folks. And he's gone with last year's build again, Chip. Full front assault, directional heavy shielding, and a heavy Gatling gauntlet. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it seems that, like all traditional HRW builds, he's gone with an exoskeleton, putting his character points instead into intelligence specking in EDEF. That's got to be a problem for Muncher and everyone who's thought hacking would be the path to victory. Well, that goes to show that, we've already got some action. That's right, Clovex, a grenade right in Irule's feet. He's already activated his shielding, pointing right at it. No matter what it is, it won't do a damn wait. Is that, what I think it is? If you think it's a smoke grenade, you're damn right. Someone at this level of play using a smoke grenade? Well, looks like we've all got a good chuckle out of that one. For those new to the game, smoke grenades are considered worthless. Every player buys tracker HUD upgrades with their equipment points, so you can always tell which direction they came from, as well as their location if you're within the blast radius. Meaning, you know which direction you need to take cover from or shoot back towards. Well said, Chip. And it seems that Irule has already taken advantage of that. He's been shooting his gauntlet in that direction for seconds now, really taking advantage of the heatsink and ammo nanoforge equipment upgrades. And yet, he still hasn't killed anything. Well, it may just be someone trying to juke him, Clovix. throwing a grenade and sprinting away. Well, you would have to put points into speed for that, which is a total noob move. Nobody can outrun a bullet, so why bother? Anyways, it looks like... Wait, what? Can we get an IT to confirm this, folks? It looks like we're having technical difficulties. The game says someone just recorded First Blood on iRule with the... What even is that weapon symbol? I haven't seen that before. Is that new? It might well be, Jup. You know the devs like to keep it fresh with new weapons every season. Something iRule should have considered when he recycled last year's build. Clovis, IT has gotten back to me. Looks like that is not a glitch. Apparently that symbol is meant for a melee kill. Melee? Nobody uses melee. What are you talking about? The most thing everyone does is remap the melee button to something useful, like daunting. Well, we've got a kill cam right here. Let's take a look. And it looks like this is the human. What the feck? Where is her HUD? Folks, it looks like the human didn't even spring for a HUD attachments. But there she is, chucking a smoke grenade from a... How the feck is she throwing it from that far away? Looks like those points in strength have made a comeback, Clovix. And look at her go. It looks like she put points into speed as well. She's going so fast, it's reaching sprinting speed cap. Looks like she's maxed out her endurance too. She's running towards iRule now. She's coming up behind him. Oh, God help us all. She's gonna go for a melee kill. Well... There's a first time for everything, Clovix, especially in esports circuit. Wait, looks like something is spraying out of iRule, and it's someone heading towards the human. Clovix, the game devs have just sent us a message about it. Are you seeing it? I am indeed, Jip. For those of you listening in, it looks like Jane Swanson, 2033, has gone for a perk called Glory Kill. Reading the description, it says after killing an opponent with a melee attack, heal 15% of your health. This increases to 35% if the opponent is unaware of you or stunned. For every X% overhealed, you gain 20% speed, which can go past the speed cap for X seconds. This cannot stack, but the duration can be increased by subsequent triggers. Now, this isn't very clear, Jip. Is it referring to movement speed, reload speed, weapon swap speed? Clovix, I think it's referring to all of them. Well, shit. Looks like the human will be one to watch. Couldn't have said it better myself, Chip. I only hope she will make a good use of her, 10 seconds of movement speed? Anyways, back to the spectator stream. Looks like we're viewing Skullboy, a newcomer to the competitive death shot scene, and it seems he's gone for a pack hunter build, using robots for damage and defense. He's about 3 seasons behind the meta, but could this be a comeback for the build? It looks like one of the robots has detected movement. Yep, Skullboy has already triggered his actives. Let's hope he's not wasting his energy for never mind. One robot down. Looks like it's Web Mommy 1, Chip. Using her GBW Mark III, for those unfamiliar, the single-shot pistol does immense damage, but it can only shoot once before needing to reload. Well, the firefight is on, Clovix. Skullboy's had one of those remaining robots put up a shield, but Web Mommy just used her grenade launcher to shoot over it. What else can we expect from her? She's a fantastic player with a versatile build, each gun for a different situation. Speaking of different situations, here comes Skullboy's last robot, and it looks like it's launched an entire micro-missile salvo. Quite a desperate display, Chip, but that's usually a finisher. Wait, look, Web Mommy 1 just used her PD3 to wipe out all of the micro-missiles. Folks, if you are unfamiliar, the PD3 is a point defense weapon usually found on shoulder turret mounts or drones, but here it's being used as a handheld to wipe out the salvo. Yep, it looks like Skullboy knows the fight is over. He's running off to try and resummon his robots, but I think we all know what time it is. I think the chat agrees with us, Chip. They're all typing LG5, and I can't disagree. Looks like Web Mommy 1 has decided to grace us with it. For those of you just on audio, Web Mommy 1 has just shot her LG5 pistol-fired missile into the air and is now pointing the guidance laser at Skullboy. The missile is firing towards him and... boom! He's a goner. Well, there goes the hope of the Pack Hunter building coming back. Looks like if anyone's got a chance of succeeding in this companion build, it's those drone controllers. Seems that way, Clovix. You know, I used to run Pack Hunter build back when I was a competitor. Hang on! I see it, Chip. Looks like someone's making a run for Web Mommy 1. And by the gods, is she going fast?
Chat's calling that player a cheater. Says they're breaking the speed cap. Wait, no.
You don't think? I think it's the human, Jane Swanson 2033. But how is she still that fast? Her speed buff should have only lasted 15 seconds.
I don't know how. We'll have to get in touch with the devs on that one. But she's running straight for Web Mommy 1. And all those guns are useless if they haven't been reloaded yet.
That's right. She used the GL, the LG5, and the PD3. And the GBW. That only leaves 2 guns. Her semi-automatic Colossus revolver and, the shotgun.
The shotgun never gets played. Web Mommy herself confirmed last week that it's only there because she doesn't want to have an empty hand. But that Colossus sure packs a punch. She's aiming it and fires. But the human isn't down yet, people.
Holy shit! I recognize that armor. That's the ABL-1.
What's that do, Clovix?
Instead of a flat HP pool or a flat or percentage damage reduction, it instead only has an HP of 10. But each hit on it does an actual damage of 1, regardless of its strength. That makes her crap against auto weapons or explosives, as splash counts as a bunch of different hits due to the game's hitbox collision system. But against strong semi-auto damage, it works well. Not only that, but it really is expensive. Explains why the human used actual character points for strength instead of accuracy.
Speaking of accuracy, what gun does she have? Because I don't see any.
Me neither, Jip. It looks like she's running straight for Web Mommy. You don't think?
What? Full melee? No way. Nobody's that stupid. And even if she is, she's got that shotgun to contend with.
You're right. Shotguns will absolutely shred the ABL-1. Looks like Jane Swanson 2033 is just in range. Web Mommy fires and, what the feck just happened?
We're going to need the kill cam replay for that one, Clovix. There we have it. The human is running. We can see the shots hit. No damage. There's a shotgun. And it looks like the human just moved swiftly to the side. Just ran behind Web Mommy 1 and punched her in the back of the head.
Yep, the devs just got back to me. Here's their response. Jane Swanson 2033 is not cheating. She's using the Glory Kill perk as intended, as well as the Dodge perk.
Dodge? What's that?
They've attached it. It reads, move swiftly to the left or right after you've been running forward for at least 1.5 seconds. Cooldown, 5 seconds.
That doesn't make any sense, though. We didn't see a cooldown timer appear on her HUD in the kill cam. Not only that, she was still running faster than the speed cap, even though Glory Kill only lasts for 10 seconds.
I put a request in with the devs to have them explain this to us, Chip, but the chat is going crazy. Anyways, it looks like the spectator stream is showing us another contender. We've got Superior, a long-time contender for the crown.
I remember him. He plays second every single time he's participated in a tournament. And there are rumors he's retiring if he doesn't get the platinum this time.
Ayla. Well, looks like this time he's delivering. He's just been approached by Ghost Killer, who is known for his invisibility build. But it seems the build has been detected by Superior's nanite screen.
That's right. Looking at Superior's setup, he's invested heavily into 3 things. A wide nanite screen to detect movement, then a jet jump, which he's just activated. And there's the last piece of the puzzle, the missile salvo. Looks like Ghost Killer has been turned into a ghost himself.
Yep. I don't know what was more embarrassing, that pun you just made or just death we just saw.
Well, if it's just up to me, Ghost Killer being gibbed like that just takes the cake. Wait, is that a human running towards Superior?
Looks like it, Jip, and she might even have met her match. The people at home might not be aware, but Superior can stay up in the air up to a solid minute. The only penalty is that the longer his jets get used, the longer the cooldown. He's actually started reloading. She's a goner.
Well, it was fun while it lasted. Let's take a look at her build while she charges an airborne target. Let's see here, no points in accuracy. Everything in strength, endurance, and speed. She's spent her equipment points on smoke grenades, displacement grenades, high explosive grenades. The armor we've already seen and, what is this? A grappling hook?
I wouldn't worry too much about it. That thing doesn't even have the range to reach Superior.
If you say so. Now let's look at her perks. Glory Kill, Dodge, wait. No way.
What?
She's gone for self-safe. That's the new perk that prevents you from taking damage from your own explosives. Meant for new players who still haven't figured out the safe minimum distance.
Speaking of explosives, it seems like Jane Swanson 2033 is throwing one now.
Yikes. That was a bad throw. With her enhanced strength, she might have managed to hit Superior with it, but she instead threw it right on the ground.
I don't think she's even realized it yet. She's walking right in front of her. Oh, and she stopped and crouched right past it.
She might be making a statement here, Clovex. Some kind of you can't take me out if I take myself out thing. Unfortunately for her, she's not going to take any damage from it.
Yep, but I wonder about the crouch, Jip, and, why? Wait, look, she's flying.
Amazing. It looks like she's taken no damage from the displacement grenade, but the physical force from it is still sending her flying right towards Superior.
It won't be enough, Jip. Her jump will fall short as she... Gods above! She just double jumped.
She's still too far to reach. No, wait. The grappling hook. She shoots. Contact.
Folks, an unbelievable showing by the human. She just killed Superior by punching him to death as they both fell.
Clovex, as impressive as that was, I still call that cheating. Double jumping isn't a default feature in Deathshot, and none of the gear allows her to do so.
Well, Jip, I've been told by the producers that some of the dev team is on the line. Glorial Hermel, welcome to the stream.
Jip, Clovex, great to be here.
Now, Gloria, tell us, is she cheating?
The short answer is no.
And the long answer?
Well, the extended speed boost you saw is from when she killed Hyrule while he was unaware of her.
Unaware? But she's not running any invisibility gear.
The game recognizes unawareness as when an opponent isn't in your field of vision or on your senses. Jane Swanson 2033 killed both of her previous opponents from behind.
But surely their sensors detected her.
Both Hyrule and Webmommy 1 were running a meta standard of shielding, electronics, and gunshot detectors. The human is running neither of these.
Doesn't her HUD count as electronics?
She's not using any.
Wait, really? Folks, you heard it here first. The human Jane Swanson 2033 isn't running any conventional builds. Well, thank you, Gloria, for your time.
Wait, what about the double jump? Ah, yes. Well, this is a bit embarrassing, but if you were in air while crouched, you were still pressing jump button, you will actually perform a double jump. We thought we patched it out 2 seasons ago by preventing crouching in midair, but it doesn't prevent the behavior from occurring if you somehow enter the air while already crouching. Then displacement grenades were only added last season. So, if this is a bug, doesn't that qualify as cheating?
I can answer that one, Jip. Bugs being exploited to win are fine, as was ruled during the championship for Season 7, when Brass Shells used stack underflow to give himself more ammunition by stack fire rate buffs.
That is exactly right, Clovex. Well, good luck with the rest of your stream.
One more thing, Loyal. Do you or the dev team ever think melee builds would be used this way?
Not at all, Clovex. They were added as part of our unreleased single-player mode, and I don't think they've been used during competitive play, other than by Smurf streamers or punking compilations.
Well, there you have it. And just in time for the spectator stream to pick up with something exciting. Yep, it looks like XXX Womb Smasher 69420XXX is back at it again, this time with full explosions. It's a full triple kill, Jip.
You don't sound as excited as you should, Clovex, and after the carnage the human's been up to, I can't blame you. Speaking of, there she is, running straight for Womb Smasher 69420.
That's right, and Smasher is ready for business. He's running a semi-automatic 8-chambered grenade launcher, and he's set up in some runes. Terrible for anyone who uses direct fire weaponry, but perfect for splash damage. And, as we just saw, he's got a proximity grenade set up, meaning that he only has to fire when he's close by to an enemy. He can bounce those babies against walls and all he likes, and if he misses, he just creates traps instead.
Well, it looks like he's spotted the human from his vantage point. He's already launched a grenade right at where she's running to, unfazed by her speed. She's going to get hit right in the face unless she somehow... And she has dodged!
Hooksh! She just used her grapple hook to pull herself to a nearby structure, moving out of the grenade's explosion. She's zipping around without a care in the world, and it looks like she's entered the building.
For those of you on audio only, she's using her grappling hook to navigate from wall to wall, avoiding the proximity grenades on the floor, as they can only detect within their blast radius.
This is ingenious. Why hasn't this type of play been seen before, Jip?
Well, Clovex, not only does the grappling hook take up the same space as a gun, but it's got to be aimed like one too, so you can't use it unless you're going akimbo, which breaks the current meta for long guns or gauntlet gun and shield. But you've also got to aim at walls during a firefight, which is normally a recipe for a quick death.
But, as you've seen today, normally isn't a word that applies to Jane Swanson 2033. It looks like she's just outside the room Smasher is holed up in, and, she's just waiting.
That's right, Clovex. She's just holding on to the wall with her grappling hook right above the door to Smasher's hidey hole. Let's switch from the spectator stream to instead follow Smasher's screen. Then it looks like he's just moving his field of view around from one door to the next, unaware of her presence.
Just like Goyle said, she's not running any equipment that will get her detected. And she's not triggered any grenades yet. I think Smasher is scared.
I can't say I believe him, Clovex. It looks like he's decided to go check it out. He's manually set it so these grenades will be defused while he's in the blast radius.
Normally, I'd commend him for his following the advice of Deathshot's first champion. It's always better to be a peeper than a PP. But I think we all know where this is going.
Yep. Switching back to Jane Swanson's 2033 screen, and yep, she's looking down at the doorframe. We can see the lights and the grenade below her turn off, and there's Smasher walking through the doorframe. Is she going to go for another melee kill?
Doesn't look like it. She's still attached to the wall. She's pulling a grenade out, and she's thrown a grenade at the ground and run. And Smasher isn't even in the blast radius. And she's already running out of the building. Wait, what? The game is reporting Smasher killed himself. Ow!
Let's go back to the free camera replay. There she is. She threw the grenade and then ran off. Smasher is at the blast radius and, oh shit.
What? Why did you pause?
Smasher's not in the blast radius, but his grenade is.
But it's not primed while he's in its blast radius.
No. Its proximity detector isn't primed while he's in the blast radius, but it's still explode if shot or caught in another explosion.
But why not just melee him? Or throw the grenade directly at him?
If he dies, the grenade sensors reactivate, and if she was in melee range, she'd be within proximity detection range. If she throws the grenade close enough for him to be in the blast radius, he gets an alert on his HUD and runs away or turns around and explodes her.
Heck me! That's brilliant!
Well, shit. Looks like it's just 2 contestants left. All this focusing on the human has kept us from the rest of the match. Who's up against next?
My personal favourite is Noob Muncher. Although that was before we saw the human's performance. Looking through the logs, it seems he has taken out his opponents through various drones, each with a different speciality. And he's taken advantage of the new E-War system, hacking his opponents in place while his drones deliver death by 1,000 shots.
Well, here she comes, Clovex.
Yep. And this time her primitive build won't protect her. Muncher's drones have already seen her, and she's taking hits. She's trying to dodge like she did with Web Mummy, but there's too many drones. And look, she's popping smoke right at her feet.
That's silly. Smoke isn't bulletproof.
Wait, look, the drones, they're not shooting. They're moving in. Why?
Hang on. Looking at Muncher's screen, he's got drones set to hunter mode, meaning they will do their best to increase accuracy. And the game's AI is trying to get a visual on her before firing, hence why they're entering the smoke.
But I'll just get them punched to death, and she'll heal from it, and get the speed boost.
Muncher doesn't know that. I'm looking at his screen. He's just getting reports that more and more drones are getting destroyed. He's trying to order his nanoforge to print more, but he got the less capable one to afford his E-War suite. Clovex, he's trying to track her electronics and hack her. This is hilarious. He hasn't figured out that she doesn't have any. Even her grenades are set to manually delay activation.
Looks like she's thrown another smoke grenade closer to Muncher. She's trying to dart into it, and is repeating the process. She's creating her own goddamn cover as she advances.
Muncher is retreating. He's swapped his E-War deck for a sidearm, the same Colossus we saw Web Mummy 1 use. But this time, the human is out of ablative armor, and Muncher is waiting for her to come out of the smoke.
I'm still watching her screen. She's putting out smoke grenades and throwing them almost straight up in the air, with only a slight variation in angles. What is she doing?
Muncher spotted them. He's too scared of her running out to track him. I'm on free camera, and the grenades are coming down, and they're in a semicircle behind and around Muncher.
She's just thrown out her last one.
I see it. It's enveloped Muncher. He's trying to get out of it and running backwards, but he's got no clue with how much smoke is around him. He's gonna get punched so hard.
Not really. She's not going forwards. She's just run out of the smoke and is going around it to the back. I think she's waiting for Munch to come out. Yes, there he is. He's not seen her. And blam! She's landed a killing blow right in the head. A critical. Ladies and gentlemen and tertiary sexes, your 14th Death Shot season winner, sponsored by Wendy-Cola, Jane Swanson 2033.
She's still running around. Do you think this is some sort of dominance statement? That she's saying that she can still keep going? Or that she doesn't feel that she's had hard enough fight yet? Perfect. Why are you laughing?
She
What? She what?
She doesn't have a HUD.
So?
She probably hasn't realised that she's got no opponents left to fight.
Shit. Now that is funny.
End of story. There is a new legend on the horizon. Blueberry Cat has taken the T6 Patreon spot. Thank you very much, and I'm sure that I speak for everyone when I say that. I would just like to thank our T5 members, Lord Azrael, Ambrose Cattell, Quantum Wednesday, Drexoon WRE, Blueberry Cat, Cam Maxwell, Casper Arnholtz, Bushmaster 177, and Leslie 517. Thank you very much.